Good evening, everyone. I would like to start with a really simple question that everyone here thinks about it. Who's truly crazy today? Schizophrenics, bipolars, hospice patients? Well, the truth is, the humanity was never quite sure who is truly mad. At primitive societies, the madmen were treated as true gods above the human plane. At the Middle Age, however, they were burned alive, accused of witchcraft, heresy, and even demonic possessions. Nowadays, you just give some pills to the crazy people, and everything gets alright. Good, isn't it? Well, according to the French philosopher Michel Foucault, he said that in the 19th century we established hospices, for we were sure that whoever is there is crazy. So, by the logical conclusion, if I'm not there, I'm not crazy. Good, isn't it? Well, but if I told you that every human being, without exception, are crazy, well, that idea was the same as Erasmus of Rotterdam, a Dutch theologian, had in 1511, when he wrote a book called A Praise for the Madness. In that book, Erasmus presents us the madness goddess who leads us to reflect about some important points, such as the self-acknowledgement of our own madness. All human beings, without exception, are crazy. It's worth to mention the existence of psychiatrical disorders, such as bipolarity, schizophrenia, and others. The barriers of those diseases. They are not mad because of their pathologies. They are mad because they are human beings. Secondly, we have the recklessness of our acts, caused by her influence, that drive us further and further out of our comfort zone. In his book, Erasmus shows us how even the act of giving a birth is caused by her influence. In the words of the own goddess, she said, "What woman would submit to the marital duty if they all know or had in mind the pains of childbirth or the fetters of education? If therefore you owe your life to marriage and marriage to the thoughtless, which is one of the minions, consider how much you own me." But not just those lives we owe to the madness. Consider how many geniuses had the courage, or should I say the madness, to change this world. Nicolau Copernicus, for example, proved the heliocentrism theory, even when everyone thought that the Earth would be the center of the universe. And how about the other men and women who had the courage to question their reality? Leonardo da Vinci, Charles Darwin, Marie Curie, Valentina Tereshkova, and Rosa Parks, all of them men and women, people beyond their times. As the third point, we have the madness as the deliberate instrument of human life. Leandro Carnal, who is a professor of Unicamp, once in one of his speeches told that a gentleman who is a porter of a place that he works report that when he reached a certain age, he took all his money and spent, and guess what? To watch a football team in Japan. When people heard that, it caused a great astonishment. How could someone take an entire life saving and spend to watch a football team in Japan? Well, according to the words of the professor, that will be probably the only epic and remarkable thing that he did his whole life. And everything else, working, raising kids, financing a house, were, in the words of the professor, the stage which he was taught his whole life by family, friends, and religion. And for the first time in his whole life, he was someone. He was himself. The recognition of our own insanity is also present in the work of our greatest literary genius, Machado de Assis, which for a metaphor on the tale, the Alanis, where almost everyone in the city is crazy, except for Dr. Bacamachi. Machado shows us, when everyone is crazy, the only crazy is you who consider yourself sane. In this sense, I end this talk by thinking, for everyone foolish judge the other rather than understand, and yet consider themselves perfect balance. Thank you again the words of Professor Carnal. In the face of this sick world, The only possibility to be healthy is being mad. Thank you very much.